to Let's Make It Happen. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a dream catcher. And first I wanted to show you real quick some of the earrings that we made together the other day, just in case you were wondering how they look in your ear. So, alright, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification so you can know when the next video is coming up. And let's get started. What we're gonna do is I usually take where the metal is sealed together. I use that for a starting point. If you can see right there, there's a little weld. I usually use that for my starting point to make my first knot. Now I like to use wax cord because one, it's very strong, and two, you can pull it really tight and it holds your beads good. So, alright, I got the knot there, and I'm going to cut this little tail off there so that's not in the way. So what you want to do, you want to roughly, you can make all different kinds, but roughly you want to measure around, that's about 2 inches, and just take your string, circle it around, and pull it right like that. So when you're done, you got one like that, and then you're gonna go about 2 more inches down, and I hold this tight right here, and then I take my string, I'm going over and under and through the loop right there. I'm going to make sure that I got it about 2 inches. Just roughly eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. So, this is, let's see. And now you have, it kind of makes like a spider web. And we're going to do it again. Go over the back, up and through the loops that you're about to make, and eyeball it right there. Okay, I need to move these out of the way. So, okay, now go up, around, through, and roughly right there. I'm just gonna go the rest of the way around. And try to go just a little bit quicker, up, around, through, and up, around, and through. And there's about the same. Up, around, and through. Now with dream catchers, if you've seen them, which I'm sure all of you have, there's very sparse ones. There's ones that don't have any decoration or anything, that can still be quite beautiful. The more you put your closer that you put your string together, like if I put it here, every inch, it would be more like a flowery type spider web looking thing. It's more flowery, but I think about every 2 inches is really good. Now, most like I said, there's lots of different ways to make these. So some will instruct you once you get close to the beginning to take your first string and take it over to here, to the first section. But I like to do things differently. As you watch my channel, you'll notice that I like to do things a little bit different. So I like to close this gap right here, because if you've ever noticed a dream catcher, this will just make it a little more uniform instead of like a bigger area. So I'm going to go up and around, and I go right beside, right where you made your first knot. So it's like side by side. There, now we got the first section all done. Now, since I did it different to begin with, and they usually skip that to the first section, now with this I will skip to the second section. I just think it looks better that way. And I'm checking. I think we can put our first thing on. And normally what would make this the easiest, and I guess I haven't made dream catchers in a while, so I didn't get out my hot glue gun, but a hot glue gun, if you have one, oh my goodness, makes it so much easier, because I would put, actually I would have put just a little dab of glue at the very beginning at the knot, and then I'd put it right there, just so that I know it's tight, it's secure, and then I can let go of it if I need to, because right now I have to hold on to this so it stays tight. Now I'm going to put this first feather on, if I can get it on there, and then I'm going to put couple turquoise beads and a little baby turtle. Now the feathers, I love feathers. I'm part Indian, part Chippewa, and I'm going to real quick take my string, go through that first hole, and I'm going to let go of that because it is wax string and it will hold. Might have to see, I might end up having to glue this anyways. No, there, I got it. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna pull it through where this is how the string is on the back. I'm gonna pull this the rest of the way, and the wax makes it a little bit harder to pull it through there, but we'll get it. Now, I'm gonna hang back onto this, and sometimes a crafter really needs 3 hands. So, okay, up and around. Now I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna pull that bead through there. Well, your charm, but yeah, whatever you got strung on there, just pull it through. Now, once you start the second row, you're, oh, and I did another mistake. Okay, good thing I just realized that I went over the outside of the ring, and I was supposed to go only to the outside of the string. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So let me quickly, oh my goodness, no big deal. Alright, okay, let's see. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I would have had it wrong anyways because I put it in the wrong one. Okay, so we're going to the second one here. We're going to go up and over the string. Now the string is acting like our outer wire. Now we're pulling it through there. Pull the charm through there. And now, actually I'm going to wait till the second one, but, okay, now you want to take your string and pull it right, like find the middle of that and put it right there, and then pull it really tight so your string stays pretty tight, and then grab on here. Now we're going to go through the next one over and just continue just like we did first time around. Now this is where I'm going to have my feather going, so I got to put my feather through there, and I actually got to pull the feather down a little bit more on the string. I actually never made a dream catcher with, I'm going to let this go just for a minute so I can pull this down. I'm actually going to pull it mostly in place. Okay. Now, yeah, that's the best way to do it. And then find the center of your next section. Slide that down a little bit more. And pull it really tight. Now, I'm going to go to the next one. When you have little charms and things like that, you want to like kind of have them symmetrical, and with a round hoop I always suggest like 3, or at least 3. So I want to kind of imagine like a triangle to evenly space them. So like if there was a triangle in here, I'd like over to here. So I'll probably put one here, and then let's see. Okay, and then the third one would go right here. then you want them evenly spaced. So I'm going to have 3 sections in between each one. Like I said, you don't have to have it perfect. You can put as many beads on there as you want. You can put as little as you want. It's just it's up to you. So 1, 2, 3. That's my third one. Let's see. One there. 1, 2, 3. There. 2, 3. Okay, so alright, so I guess I did it. Okay, this one should have the bead on it. Okay, every third one. For some reason I was thinking a third one and then put it on. So every 2 and then put it on the third one. And with I'm just gonna string this all the way to the end. And then going up through there. I guess also if you don't have glue, you could use a tiny little piece of tape. Alright, so I'm just going to keep that in place. And make sure you get it centered. Good. Good. And over, under, through, where it's going to come together. Make it centered and pull. Over, under, pull, centered. Okay, this is the second one. Pull it tight. Sometimes if you pull it tight and kind of push on it where it comes together, right there, the wax will hold it still. And some strings are more wax than others. This is not very waxed, which is good. I like it. The string came from Walmart. Ours has a nice little craft section, which I think I've kind of noticed this year that they added to this section. It used to be pretty sparse a lot. And usually I didn't really pay too much attention and just go to the craft store, but okay. And you're just going to finish along there. Keep doing the same thing. Let's see how that did. It closed it up instead of leaving a big gap in there, which looks nice, and you're starting to form your spider web. Or if you don't like spiders, which I hate spiders, but you can call it a dream catcher web. But okay, now I think I'm going to do just a row by itself. I find that if you're putting kind of sparse amount of beads, that you kind of want to, sometimes you want to skip a row just so, oh goodness, no, I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, now, see, a good thing I did this so I can figure this out. I wasn't even thinking about it that this would be in place of one of your cross wires or string, but normally, no, that wouldn't look right. So like I said, all dream catchers are different, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. So we're going to skip this one, and we're going to go to the next one over. So every time we get there, we're just going to have to skip that one. And again, over, over, and where this little section is going to be, that's where you're pulling it through there. And pull it tight. Oh, that's going to look just fine. Yeah. Yeah, that will look good. That will look good. And then, okay, we're going to skip that one. Pull it through. Centering it and pulling it at the same time. And as you pull it, it pulls it down, which kind of forms the web, and it's really stiff, which is just what you want. The Indians would make dream catchers, and they believed that the spider web was very powerful and sticky, and if you would hang this above your bed at night, if you had any bad, or this would stop the bad dreams. The bad dreams would get stuck on the spider web, and you'd only have good dreams, which is always good. I just love dream catchers. They're just meant for good. Okay, now, let me see. See, 1, 2, okay. So the second one is going to be the last one of, no, it's not. It's going to be the, okay, this is going to be the start of your third row. So, see how it's just a triangle right now? And watch when I pull it. Then it pulls it down. It goes like, oh, it's kind of off center. There. Okay, there, now it makes a diamond shape. Alright, so that's the first one, and usually I skip the first one on each section to put a new bead. So my next section, I'm going to put a turquoise bead, and that's going to be my next section. And actually, we're almost done. As I said before, make it easy on yourself and put a little dab of glue or little piece of tape. You want to pick some beads that also, let's see, that the hole is a little bit bigger, smaller. A lot of beads, most beads have very small holes. Now we're going to go to that next line, do the same, find the center and pull it down. And then, let's see. Now we're going to skip that one. Going to hold it in place, and we're going to put our next bead. Yeah, the smaller, the more you get towards your center, I think, I'm really hoping I don't run out of string, because that would not be good. Not be good at all. I measured out 50 inches too. See, sometimes everything's not always exact. So, but being crafty and creative, sometimes you always gotta just improvise and go with the flow. Now, I think I am going to end up running out of string. So what I'm going to do, so that I don't run out of string, I am going to act like this is the end, because it's the end of my string. So we're going to do the same, pull it through, but as we pull it through, we are going to pull it through there, and we're going to pull it really tight and make a little knot. Okay, now let me see. Now, you could glue this, cut this off, which that's gonna get cut off regardless, but your dream catcher could be finished right now if you wanted, because you ran out of string. But let me see. I think I am going to use this as a teachable moment. I'm gonna get some extra just in case. You always want to get more than they say you need. So, what we're gonna do, and like I said, dream catchers are very forgiving. I'm going to, right now, I'm just gonna move this string out of my way. I'm just moving it out of the way because I don't really need it there right now. Now I'm going to take this new string and I'm going to tie it in a knot right where, well, actually I think I'm going to do it right beside where the existing knot is. There's going to be a little, let's see, I want to just make a little knot. You want to make sure you get enough string on the end that you have something to pull it. And how silly of me, I just realized that I had the volume up on my TV. Just bear with me on these first few videos. There's bound to be mistakes, but I'm trying my best. So, okay. So, like I said, you ran out of string. It's, you didn't mean to because you still got more to go, but you could have ended it right there and it would have looked fine. You could have left it there. You could have tied another string with a little, like a little charm or something. Well, here's an example. These are this is the butterfly earring that we made together the other day. And I wanted to show you them anyways. But one, that could be a charm for the center of it. Actually, you could just use a jump ring and hook on there also. But I wanted to show you something. I realized because I test out all my new products, because I've never used the copper ones before. And I wasn't even thinking about it, but as we know, copper corrodes and turns kind of greenish. So I had them in my ear, and they, I guess that sped up the process because they turned a little bit green. They did not bother my ear any. I am allergic to nickel in metal. Nickel will make my ear itch and kind of swell and turn red and not be good. But besides from it turning green, it did not, it didn't make my ear swell up or anything. But anyways, so, but I got more string. I think this should be more than enough, probably about a foot and a half. And let's see, and don't worry about that right now, because at the end I will definitely glue that, and so it stays in place. So starting, let's see, yeah, I'll start with the first one on this one, just because it's I think it will look great. Otherwise, it'll be too much space. You see, you can always take it out and try it differently, but you can just do it in the center and pull it down. And then, let's see, this row we're just gonna do. I have the little turtle towards the center of it. Now, when you have a line with a bead on it, you have to decide which side you want your bead on, because you still need your string in the middle. So you can either move it to this side or this side. And I guess it doesn't really matter. Because it just doesn't matter. But since I pushed it to the right, now I'm just going to take my string and I'm going to center it and pull it down. And then I'm going to go here. And pull it down. I'm trying to be careful because I know that string right there is frayed. I don't want to cut it because, yeah, I might fray too much. Okay, so here's my next one. So I'm going to push that over to the right. So each one, as I said, I try to make them as uniform as possible. So I push that one to the right, so I'm going to do the same on all the rest of them. Center it and pull it. Now once you know what you're doing and get better at it, you can, you'll get faster at it, which being able to complete a project faster is always a good thing in my book, but especially if you got other things to do. But don't worry about that string. And alright, and let's see. Now you gotta figure out how much gap you want in the center. You can have, like I said, you can have quite a bit of gap and hook like a pendant thing in the middle, or a feather, or nothing, or whatever you want. So this is the next line. You can just pretty much make it wherever you want, but I'm going to, sometimes you just gotta like eyeball it. Not sure where I want it yet. I'm not sure. Now, if I wanted, I could skip that one and I could go to the second one. That will make a small one. If I go over to there, it'll make kind of that shape. So it just depends on what you like. You can skip several of them if you want. Now, also, some people make dream catchers where they wrap the outside of the wire hoop first, and then they make the webbing part. I personally most of the time, I like to make it first and then make it first and then wrap it. Now that's gonna make that very, very tiny, so I think I'm gonna skip that one and put it in that one. Like I said, it's whatever you want, whatever, you know, look at it, see what it looks like, and see if you're gonna like it. That one is going to end up being too small, so I'm gonna skip that one. And I think I'm gonna put my turtle here. The other string is throwing me off. Normally I would have had it clipped by now, but see if I go there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my turtle on now. Could do one more, but it doesn't matter. Now, you gotta decide, because the hole for the turtle is through its head and a long ways through its body, so you gotta decide if you want it going up well, I don't think this one's gonna matter too much, but I think I want it no, let's have it actually I'm turning it around because I just the good dreams are supposed to go through the center of the dream catcher and also each of the openings. So we're gonna have the turtle facing towards the opening. So we're gonna let our turtle come through. We wouldn't want to have a nice dream with a sea turtle. Let's see. Just make sure you push that back. I think I'm going to do one last one to it kind of makes a heart. Let me see if that's pulled out. No, it makes a heart if I leave it right. Okay. I noticed that it kind of, where is it? There it is. Okay, if you look, it kind of makes a heart right there. Our turtle is, I was going to go right here, but then that would pull this one down and then it wouldn't quite be heart shaped. So if I tie it right there, it's still a heart. And then our turtle will lay flatter too. So since that's pulled tight right there, I'm just going to make a knot right at the beginning of our string where it meets the cross string, and make sure that as you pull it, it is centered. There you go. There is, whoops. So, actually I got it backwards. Okay. Here is our dream catcher. And I will put some glue on that and then cut that off. And I will pull it to the back so that the knot is on the back side. And there. Then I will, I'm not going to show you, but I will tell you because this part takes a long time. Normally you use like, you can use leather string. I find if you use ribbon, just plain old, this was like 47 cents at Walmart. But that's what I used. I used a sparkly ribbon when I made this. You can use leather string, but it's very expensive. And I don't have my glue with me right now, but came with a little piece of tape on the ribbon. So what you do is, and I have to glue this, so I'm not gonna, I would start where the knots are, so the ribbon hides it. Put a dab of hot glue there and do it like right at the very edge of the ribbon right there, and then you're gonna pull it tight, and then you're going to wrap this wire and just keep wrapping it through there and wrap it until you get like this. Now I said normally a lot of people wrap theirs first and then make the dream catcher. That's what I did on this one. As I said, I do things differently, but this one, I did wrap it first in the fact that I really wanted to use this glittery metallic ribbon, but it was wider. I think it was the, I don't know, I think it was like a 1/2 inch wide ribbon, so it didn't lay as flat on there because some of it buckled up and stuff. But I still like how this turned out. But I did this first because I didn't know how it was going to lay, weaving it in and out of the string. So that one I did first. But this one, as I said, normally I make the dream catcher first. Let me just show you what, I'll circle this around a couple times and show you what it will look like. You kind of want to go, now like where this string is, you can do two things. You can either go just on the inside around the wire, or you can hide this one too, and you can actually like go right over top of it. You'd be going through the first triangle there and wrapping it like that, and then you'd continue on with the rest of the wiring. And that's what I've done that too, and I kind of like the look of that too. It just hides that first string. Like I said, you don't have to. You can do that, or like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and show you, take the time to wrap and wrap and wrap this, because it does take a while. Now you can go on either side of it and just get it like really close, and then as you're wrapping more, and that string wouldn't be showing, but that would be what it looks like if you go on each side of it. That's your which that looks good too. And then up top you just push them close together so it looks like it's all continuous. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified when any further or future videos are coming up. And I hope you really enjoyed this. Also at the end you can take some ribbon and have it dangling down after you get it all wrapped, and you can also have a few feathers hanging off of it if you want to. Otherwise you don't have to, and make a little holder to hang it up by. So that is all for today, folks, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and God bless.